What happens to a man when the crowd loves him, the system rejects him, and the prison cell replaces the palace? This is not a rhetorical question. It is the psychological center of Imran Khan's story. To understand Imran Khan, one must first understand that he is not a conventional politician. He does not emerge from bureaucracy. He does not think like an administrator. He does not experience power as a transactional game. He experiences it as moral destiny. And that single difference explains both his rise and his downfall. Imran Khan's psychology was forged long before politics entered his life. It was forged in competition, isolation, discipline, and identity formation. As a young man, he did not belong fully to any single world. Educated abroad, celebrated internationally, yet deeply rooted in Pakistani cultural memory, he grew up between identities. This produced an internal tension that never left him: the need to reconcile global exposure with national authenticity. That tension became his defining psychological drive. In sports, Imran Khan learned something that most politicians never do: total personal accountability. In cricket, there is no committee to hide behind, no ideology to deflect failure. Victory and defeat are public, immediate, and personal. The body carries the consequence. The crowd remembers. This shaped a mind oriented towards self-belief under pressure. When Imran Khan led Pakistan to a World Cup victory, it was not simply a sporting achievement. It was a symbolic moment of national validation. For millions, he represented dignity in a world that often denied Pakistan respect. That moment fused his identity with national hope. Psychologically, this is crucial. From that point onward, Imran Khan did not see himself merely as an individual. He saw himself as a carrier of meaning. This is where his psychology diverges sharply from figures like Trump or Putin. Where they operate through dominance or control, Imran operates through belief. Belief that character matters. Belief that moral authority can reshape systems. Belief that corruption is not inevitable. Belief is a dangerous thing in politics. For decades, Imran Khan remained outside the system. He was mocked, dismissed, ridiculed. Election after election passed without success. Most people would have adjusted, compromised, or withdrawn. He did not. This persistence reveals a key psychological trait: mission fixation. Mission-driven individuals do not calibrate themselves to systems. They expect systems to calibrate to them. This is both their strength and their fatal flaw. When Imran Khan finally rose to power, it was not because he mastered the machinery of politics. It was because the public's frustration aligned with his moral narrative. He became a vessel for accumulated anger against corruption, dynastic rule, and external dependence. Youth rallied behind him not because he promised efficiency, but because he promised dignity. Psychologically, this placed him in a dangerous position. A leader who governs through belief must maintain coherence between word and action. Compromise, which is normal in politics, feels like betrayal to followers who see him as morally distinct. This creates an impossible expectation: to remain pure inside an impure system. Imran Khan entered office believing he could reform institutions through intent. He underestimated something fundamental. Institutions do not yield to morality. They yield to leverage. This is where the system began to push back. Pakistan's power structure is not unified. It is layered: civilian leadership, military influence, intelligence networks, economic elites, foreign pressures. A leader who does not understand this architecture becomes vulnerable. Imran Khan, psychologically, believed that legitimacy from the people would outweigh structural resistance. It did not. His stance on foreign policy, particularly his insistence on strategic independence, placed him at odds with entrenched external relationships. His refusal to fully submit to geopolitical expectations increased pressure quietly, invisibly. This is how modern systems discipline non-compliant actors, not through open confrontation, but through erosion. The removal of Imran Khan from office was not merely political. It was psychological dislocation. For a man whose identity was built on moral conviction and public validation, being ousted through parliamentary maneuvering felt illegitimate. It activated a deep internal narrative: the righteous man versus a corrupt order. This narrative intensified after his removal, not diminished. Then came prison. Prison is not just physical confinement. It is identity compression. It strips status, routine, validation, and control. For many leaders, it breaks them. For some, it crystallizes them. Imran Khan belongs to the latter category. In prison, stripped of authority, stripped of platform, stripped even of proximity to his supporters, his psychology underwent a transformation. What remained was belief without instrument, faith without mechanism, identity without role. This is where his wife enters the psychological picture. The imprisonment of his wife was not incidental. It was symbolic. Systems understand symbolism deeply. To detain a leader's partner is to communicate vulnerability, humiliation, and total reach. It sends a message. No sphere is protected. For Imran Khan, this was not merely personal pain. It reinforced his internal narrative of persecution. The righteous family under siege. The moral stand punished by power. Psychologically, this pushes individuals toward martyr framing. Martyr framing is not necessarily conscious. It emerges when suffering is interpreted as confirmation of truth rather than error. In this frame, pain validates purpose. Loss becomes evidence. Isolation strengthens belief. This makes compromise impossible. From prison, Imran Khan speaks differently. His language is more spiritual, more historical, more absolutist. This is not radicalization. It is meaning preservation. When external control is lost, internal coherence becomes the final territory. Imran Khan does not see prison as defeat. He sees it as trial. This places the system in a difficult position. A man motivated by power can be neutralized by removal. A man motivated by belief becomes stronger in confinement. His absence amplifies myth. His silence creates projection. His suffering becomes narrative fuel. This is why attempts to erase him have failed. Imran Khan's psychology is not adaptable in the conventional sense. He does not bend easily. He does not recalibrate quickly. He does not speak in half-truths to survive. These traits make him ineffective in transactional politics, but potent in moral confrontation. The system understands this. That is why it seeks not to debate him, but to exhaust him. Yet, there is a cost to this psychology. Mission-driven individuals often sacrifice nuance. They interpret opposition as corruption rather than complexity. They underestimate the inertia of institutions. They personalize structural resistance. This can lead to isolation even among allies. Imran Khan's supporters see him as incorruptible. His critics see him as inflexible. Both are correct. He believes deeply that Pakistan must reclaim dignity, sovereignty, and moral coherence. But belief alone cannot govern a state layered with competing interests, external dependencies, and internal contradictions. The tragedy of Imran Khan is not that he was removed. It is that he believed purity could survive proximity to power. His imprisonment marks a turning point, not just for him, but for Pakistan's political psychology. It signals that moral legitimacy without structural leverage is insufficient. It also signals that systems will punish those who refuse integration. Whether Imran Khan ever returns to power is secondary. What matters is what he has become. He is no longer merely a politician. He's a symbol of confrontation between belief and structure, between dignity and compromise, between moral vision and institutional reality. This is why his story resonates beyond Pakistan. Imran Khan represents a psychological archetype, the believer who enters power and refuses to become its mirror. Such figures are rare. They are also unstable within systems designed for negotiation rather than transformation. If Imran Khan's life teaches anything, it is this: a system can tolerate corruption. It can tolerate incompetence. It can even tolerate brutality. What it cannot tolerate easily is moral absolutism that refuses absorption. That is the psychology of Imran Khan, not a saint, not a fool, not a tyrant, but a man whose belief outlived his position, and whose imprisonment only sharpened the question his life continues to ask. Can integrity survive inside power, or only outside it? That is not just Imran Khan's question. It is ours. By the way, don't forget to hit like and subscribe button. Also, write us in the comments what you think about Imran Khan. We'd love to hear your thoughts.